Matthew 22:15-22 presents one of the most famous and pivotal exchanges in the Gospels, where Jesus deftly navigates a trap laid by his adversaries, the Pharisees and Herodians. This passage not only showcases Jesus' wisdom, but also provides enduring principles regarding the believer's relationship with earthly authority and divine obligation. The scene is set with an unholy alliance. The Pharisees, strict observers of the law who generally opposed Roman rule, and the Herodians, a political party loyal to Herod and, by extension, to Rome. Their shared goal was not genuine inquiry, but to entangle him in his words. Bones 15. They approached Jesus with feigned flattery, praising his truthfulness and impartiality. Their question is a masterstroke of malice. Tell us, then, what you think. Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Verse 17. This question was a no-win situation designed to incriminate Jesus, regardless of his answer. If Jesus said, yes, pay the tax, he would alienate the Jewish populace, who resented the oppressive Roman taxation as a symbol of their subjugation. This would undermine his popularity and possibly brand him as a Roman sympathizer, jeopardizing his claim as the Messiah who would liberate Israel. If Jesus said, no, do not pay the tax, he would be guilty of sedition against Rome, a serious crime punishable by death. The Herodians, being pro-Roman, would immediately report him to the authorities. Jesus, perceiving their malice, 18, exposes their hypocrisy and demands to see the coin used for the tax. They present a denarius, a Roman silver coin. This coin bore the image of Caesar, likely Tiberius, and an inscription declaring him Tiberius Caesar, son of the divine Augustus. The very act of possessing and using this coin, especially within the temple precincts, demonstrated their de facto acceptance of Roman authority and currency. Jesus then asks, whose likeness and inscription is this? Fob 20. Their answer, Caesar's, seals their own trap. His profound response is simple yet revolutionary. Therefore, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Vo 21. Meaning of the statement. Acknowledging legitimate secular authority. By identifying Caesar's image on the coin, Jesus implicitly acknowledges Caesar's temporal authority over civil matters, including taxation. The presence of Caesar's image and name on the currency signified his domain and right to collect taxes for the services, even if oppressive, that the state provided. This implies that the state has a legitimate sphere of influence, and that citizens have a duty to fulfill their civil obligations, even under foreign rule. The second part of the statement, and to God the things that are God's, is the more profound and challenging aspect. While Caesar's image is on the coin, humanity bears the imago Dei, the image of God, Genesis 1:27. Therefore, if a coin belongs to Caesar because it bears his image, then humanity, bearing God's image, belongs entirely to God. This elevates the spiritual duty far above the civil one. Our ultimate allegiance, our worship, our very being belongs to God. Implications. Separation, not segregation, of spheres. Jesus does not advocate for an either-or choice between God and Caesar, but rather a both-and approach, recognizing distinct yet overlapping spheres of authority. Believers are called to be good citizens of their earthly kingdom, while remaining citizens of the heavenly kingdom. This means respecting laws, paying taxes, and contributing to the common good, so long as these actions do not directly contradict God's higher law. While civil duties are acknowledged, the statement implicitly prioritizes one's duty to God. If human beings bear God's image, then our ultimate loyalty, our very selves, belong to Him. This provides a framework for civil disobedience. When the demands of Caesar directly conflict with the commands of God, the believer's primary allegiance lies with God. This principle has historically justified resistance against tyrannical regimes that demand absolute loyalty or compel acts against one's conscience. Jesus' response demonstrates incredible wisdom and spiritual discernment. He avoids the trap, silences his accusers, Vito 22. When they heard it, they marveled and left him and went away, and elevates the discussion beyond mere political maneuvering to a profound theological truth. His answer serves as a model for how believers should engage with hostile questions, offering truth that is both unassailable and illuminating. Glory be to God. It is all about Jesus.